And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
Good morning and welcome to Make HOAG Money, Thursday, April the 6th. This is me. I've been around the block a couple of times. It's a pleasure to have all of you here, and we look forward to hearing your trade ideas and making some money on them. This is the CFTC disclaimer. Trading futures has considerable risk. These are leveraged products, and you run the chance of losing more than your initial investment. We should only be using risk capital to trade in futures, which is, to me, money that I can afford to lose. We are not suggesting that you personally buy or sell anything we are doing here today. This is a live account, but everything we are doing here is in the spirit of education. Hypothetical, well, of course, there's no past performance that is ever going to be indicative of future results in trading. Hypothetical or simulated performance also do have certain limitations. There's no accountability, no rules, and no consequence in some random sim account. Makes the decision making easy, doesn't it? Put a little skin in the game and the whole thing changes. That's the idea of Make HOAG Money, and let's get to the rules. We do expect kindness and respect above everything. There's a million different opinions in trading, and it's what makes the market's so good. We're going to have a couple of people unable to talk. We're all going to be involved in the decision-making process. We're going to poll everybody in Zoom and in YouTube. For those decisions, your content of your trade is going to be very helpful for everybody to understand your thought process. We're going to use the chat rooms to discuss trades. We're going to focus on the MES for opportunities. I should probably change that. We're not going to trade just to trade. A very smart trader once reminded me to put that in the rules. We're not going to take losing trades, which is, of course, a joke. We know there are going to be losses in trading. We just have to cut them, move on, and look for the good opportunities. And, of course, your feedback on Make HOAG Money is vital for continued growth. You can send any feedback, positive, negative. I get thick skin. I can take a punch. To jhoagland@topstep.com, JHOAGLAND@topstep.com. Here's the platform. What are we doing? I see Randolph is here. I'm going to pop Randolph in here, and so we can have a chat with him. Anybody else that would like to chat, let me know. Fred is already talking about. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, everybody. Caesar, Vince, Rick, Shaw, Pete. Fred is talking here this morning. Daniel, good morning. He's expecting open and balance, and so to open in a few minutes. So I don't want to trade against the overnight low. Don't want to trade against the overnight low. All right, let's get the 30-minute chart up here. And we'll see what we've got going on here. You don't want to trade against the overnight low, huh, Fred? What if we take out the overnight low and we come back in? Good morning, Pete, George, Dr. VJ, Gnostic, JT, good morning. Marcelo, Robert, Timothy, David, and Vlad, good morning. All right. What's going on? Hey. All right, now we got him. I'm trying to get Randolph in here. Ah, there he is. All right. All right, so what are we doing? Fred is kind of thinking where the market is in range and in value, it might not really be a good opportunity for us to do anything early this morning. And I'm of the same frame of mind. But then I'm a chicken. You're not a chicken. You're being thoughtful and logical in your trade ideas. The market hasn't really changed the perception of value. If we're trading where everybody wants to trade, what are we doing? Morning, Henry.
VWAP at 41.13.
41.13 VWAP. We are just opening. Right on, Rick. Balk. Trying
I
not
think
to
I'm
be
short there.
You like that short? 31 and 4.
I came in
13.
short.
So you've been short for years.
Yes, I have.
So
Been hibernate.
So that VWAP is basically yesterday's point of control.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Oh, and you had something else there too. What's that yellow line? Is that a SMA?
This yellow line here,
Yeah.
that's VWAP. This
Oh,
is
okay. I thought
First,
the
and,
horizontal. Okay.
first and second
What's above-
standard deviation. What's that?
What's above it? The blue line?
Well, this is settlement. Right here.
You got a rainbow there.
That's this first and second standard deviation of VWAP.
Oh, okay.
You want VWAP? We got VWAP for you. All right.
I do trade that up.
So you like the short at VWAP if we get the opportunity. We're testing down to the overnight low right now,
Yes.
which is
As I said, I came in long S8 short S&Ps.
right. Which the anomaly down here, Fred, is right at our low right now. This anomaly.
Like it fell off a cliff.
Now that's been taken out. So we got yesterday's low. We just took out the overnight low, which that's one of Ben's numbers, Ben's ideas.
I think it's going to be range day, so I think you'll have opportunity to buy some dips too. So you just got to pick your points.
So we're at volume value low from yesterday.
Yeah.
TPO value low is 4102. I know you like that 4100 level.
That's psychological too. Yep.
Oh, here we go. Good morning, Pagel. So right now we've got our opening range at the high of the session. Here, I can show you here. This gold bar right here is the high of the session. So it tells me I need to be a little bit more cautious looking for longs. As a general rule, when the opening range is the high of the session, I look for shorts. There's our anomaly. Here's yesterday's low. Let's look at it including the overnight low, which we are currently below. So there's the overnight low, which is a poor low. Here's yesterday's low. Value low right here. Opening range the high of the session. Overall, we are still kind of putting in a bear flag. Lower highs, lower lows. Well, lower highs anyway, and maybe a lower low. I say we take a look at the yesterday's low for a potential opportunity. What do you think? Yep, Fred, open range the high. We got to kind of mark that level, 09 quarter. 09 quarter, 09 quarter. Good morning again, Anissa. Nice hot cup of coffee. Fred, I don't know if you're just being too rigid.
I think you had more longs in this thing than you do shorts.
Let's see. Yesterday, in the preliminary numbers, we lost 6,900 in open interest yesterday on a down day on lower volume.
Yeah.
So
Longs
bailing, basically, yes. And that's what we're looking for in the longer time frame here is, we've got balance over the long haul here, but we're up near the upper extreme. We knew we had a lot of longs in this market on this push up, but what we're looking for is the market to consolidate here or pull back a little bit to adjust inventory for the next push to the upside if that's what's going to happen. So, we're looking at a pretty decent move. We've got, right now 3 days in the opposite direction, lost volume and open interest yesterday. This is presenting as a healthy pullback. Where does this thing have to go? This thing goes up here. This is presenting as a healthy pullback in an upside market. The NASDAQ is a little bit different. NASDAQ, this isn't as healthy as a pullback as it is in the S&Ps. NASDAQ looks worse. So let's smush this down. Let's go back to what we're looking at here. We got yesterday's low. This is a cheap trade. If we hold yesterday's low, then we're looking good. I say we try this. What do you guys think? Just say yes or no in the chat if you like the idea of a long against yesterday's low. Daniel, yes. Gabriel, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes.
As long as it holds.
Yeah. Well, we can do this and we can risk, 3 points.
Correct.
So we're getting a lot of yeses. Daniel says don't give it much room. Any thoughts on YouTube?
Don't sleep on it. Take it.
Well, I'm just adding risk. Now I'm jumping in. All right, everybody likes it on YouTube as well. So we just added a little bit of our risk because we FOMO'd into this trade. J-Man already took it. Good. Rusty Golfer. Everybody agrees on this. All right, cool.
Your entry was high, but...
Well, because you made me FOMO into it. I was looking to get a pullback closer to the low there, but we may not even get it. This may be the right thing to do. Who knows? Yeah, you guys all you guys all beat me to the better trade location because I'm a stickler.
He's got slow finger.
I'm a stickler for trade location. And sometimes
you just got slow fingers.
Sometimes it costs me in trade location.
Yeah.
Michael is pointing out that right now our current regular trading hour session low is very close to yesterday's low. Not a very strong low.
You got stopping?
Yeah.
99.25, is that it?
Yep. No, 98. 98.
Risk and a nickel?
Yep. This is perfect, 100% contrary to the rule We only look for shorts when the opening range is the high of the day.
We're going to get out VWAP.
I hadn't even thought of that.
That's why I'm here. LOL.
Yeah. VWAP. I mean,
The DXY is selling off right now, Caesar.
yeah. So we do get stepped down on this and we come back in yesterday's range. Maybe we try it again. But this
If
is
you get up near VWAP, I'd sell it and go short. Thank you.
up to 10.
We're even around 4108 area.
Well, that's the opening range high.
What's your profile look like here?
That's the opening range.
Yeah, I'd sell it against that. Take your profit, go short. Play this, baby.
Yeah, now we're really worried about a profit target here right now.
Probably some stops down here.
Yeah, and we're one of them. Gold. B-shaped long liquidation profile so far today in gold. Testing yesterday's low. We're out. Think we could repair down to 4082. Point of control down here. So what do we do now?
Wait for a rally and sell it. In my humble opinion.
You got it. Edward just went long. Gold's getting smushed now. Oh, this dome looks pretty robust. So one of those days we should have taken the opening range trade. What was the opening range? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ticks. Daniel, that was a comment Jason was saying. But I'm inclined to agree. Whoa, shoot. I just did that, didn't I? But I'm inclined to agree. Because this isn't a very strong high here. There's a little bit of a gap here. And then there's a naked point of control down to 4080 volume, naked point of control. And then this is that weak. This was when we closed the gap to the tick. That's also weak. There's lots of weak structure down below in this market. Weak low here, another gap, a weak low here. I mean, this market, those are visual targets for the market when the market goes in that direction. So there is structure down there to target. Hey, Rick.
Yeah, what?
If you wouldn't mind turning off your volume on your TV.
Oh,
Yes, the market does target points of control, Daniel, because they're warm and fuzzy, comfortable levels. They're levels that a lot of trading and time have been spent there. All right, so what do we do? You're welcome, Daniel. Yeah, you'll see. I mean, over and over, the market will target points of control. Can probably show you a couple here. Here's one. Market came back and traded to this point of control, this TPO point of control exactly. Yesterday, almost got to that point of control. Almost. And then when there's a move and you don't kind of trade back to those points of control, they hang out there and they're visual targets for when price moves in that direction again. You know, here's one. Market opens, trades to the point of control. All right, where are we at here? Yes. Yes. Virgin or naked points of control. Never revisited. Fred, that's what I'm thinking. You know, if we do get that opportunity at the opening range, that would be something I would relish. That kind of puts us right back at VWAP as well. That's the level my brother's talking about trying to get short, which is 4109. If the market gives us that opportunity. What is delta is negative 1900. So we are congruent with delta. So we're not seeing any longer time frame traders in this move. At least here, not yet. But, you know, Fred, you know, was noticing before the open that opening in range and in value does tend to create opportunity later in the session with better trade location. Now, the opening range has been left at the high of the day. That kind of puts a little bit of a kibosh on that, because if that remains the high of the day, that's the best trade location. Yeah, there's a Fed speaker. Bullard is due to speak at 9 a.m. Central. Bully. There's something that I've been kind of trying to figure out what to deal with or how to deal with is, there's so many different time frames that people trade in. I tend to trade in a longer time frame than I think a lot of folks that are coming to make HOAG money. So I mean, we can look at a 5-minute chart if we want to. I don't typically in my own activities, but if we need to look at a shorter time frame chart, we can. That's why context is so crucial in trading, and the shorter time frame context is, I think, what a lot of folks are looking at. Here we're seeing a potential reversal. Do we look for a long based on this short time frame chart? We have a little excess down here on the 5-minute chart. We have a potential bullish engulfing pattern here. We've looked below the low from yesterday. We seem to be rejecting price below that. What about our old week high, right? Daniel's saying it might just be a bounce. We are creating value and volume in the lower half of this profile. Value is lower. Opening range, the high of the session.
That 4,100 area could turn resistance. So let's see if they try to get back above it and holds.
You mean if it does that, it would be support? If it holds above it? It's our current volume point of control is 4,100. That's, a very comfortable, popular place to trade. And it is, it's in the bottom quarter of this profile so far. We've got positive delta now. Delta is just right in the middle now. Just no delta. If this were me, I wouldn't be doing anything, more than likely. Wait for the market to come to me to say, hey, here's your spot. Here's your opportunity. J-Man. Wow, you guys don't risk much, right? Well, that's trying to hold the yesterday's low. Yeah, it's kind of chop and slop, right? There's the 5. So much for our bullish engulfing pattern now. Delta back to negative 1300, which is incorrect. Delta is flat now. I'm going to F-bomb this thing. If you don't know, if you're using TS Trader, if you hit F5, it'll reboot the platform for you. Still incorrect. Still incorrect. Oh, that's because it's the 5. I don't know why, but the different time frames affect Delta differently. It's correct on the 30-minute chart. Flat. Yeah, Jason, noise is the 5. People trade on the 1 too. Rick, what are you guys doing for the for Easter?
Not a whole lot, just hanging out. How about you?
Same. Vince saying there's a lot of volume coming in below yesterday's value. Opening range, the high of the day.
Profile.
Pardon?
I said the profile looks bottom heavy.
Yeah, spending a lot of time down here, isn't it?
Yep.
Man, I gotta open up Make HOAG Money earlier. We could have tested to see if we wanted to take that opening range trade. Probably wouldn't have because we were right in the middle of value. Thank you, Jason. Happy Easter to you. Yeah, and it does seem like opening ranges have been working lately, and we've had a few of them. I validate Delta. I have another platform here that this is the one I trust. So it's got Delta here at 675, 700, 744, 7. So it's reading right now on the 30-minute chart. For some reason, TS Trader, if you change the chart type, okay, this is close, but it's negative and it should be positive. Let me put the holes on this. So we've got the 9-session hull now on above the 13 session. This is a reversal signal using these hull moving averages. We still shooting the short VWAP / low of the opening range. Do we agree? So we will look to short at '07. We've got GT looking at that same spot. Here's '07. And our risk is, let's go. I mean, we don't want it to take out the high of the opening range, right? But it might, and it might hit some stops. So we're going with 11 quarter for our stop. Let's see if it gets there. Shaw, waiting for your short gazelle with a limp leg and slightly overweight. There you go. There you go. New TPO, we have.
Typically, if you're below VWAP, it's a resistance level.
It's also basically the opening range. So if we get back to the opening range, which has been proven to be expensive today,
Yeah, too. Yep.
So far, why not?
Yep.
All right, Bullard.
Somebody said something.
Bullard is speaking. Don't see anything coming across the wire here just yet. Inflation has declined but stays high. That's Bullard. I'll read them to you as they pop up here. Monetary policy can keep putting pressure on inflation. Conditions tighter but less than 07-09 crisis. Oh God, I hope so. I mean, why would he even say that? Yeah, everyone with one eye, right? Thanks there, Bullard.
Might have been a chance up there to take a short, but
Yeah, we're still in the neighborhood. Rick, yeah, you have a tendency to have me FOMO into these trades. I mean, here's how close we got to the opening range. There's the low of the opening range. We got within 2 ticks of it. And that's our entry right there. Within 2 ticks. Story of my life. Close. So he...
the divergent at like 5,600 now?
4,200.
What's that red thing at the bottom?
This?
55. No,
that's delta, and it's showing a little high on this one. That's the 5-minute, but here's the 30. It's 3,800 right now. That was that push was a whole lot of
So some volume came in.
Yeah, well, I don't know about volume, but it was a whole lot of buyers that just came in there and clicked market order buy. That was our shot. Son of a... Yeah, we'll see what happens. Financial stress can be contained within macro-prudential tools. Lower bond yields can assist in offsetting bank strains fallout.
Gotta keep an eye on the dollar today too.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's got a target on its back.
Mm-hmm. It sure seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Fred, we got within 2 ticks of taking it here, and we missed it. Might get another opportunity here, though. Hey, Ben. I'm just glad you're here. Hope everything's okay with the vet appointment. Well, we just took a short here at 07 against the opening range, which is the high of the session, and against VWAP. Now, our risk 11 quarter above the opening range.
Yeah, Caesar, it was due for a bounce, but it's topped out where I thought it would in a DXY.
So far, right? Yeah. And she was doing so well yesterday, Ben.
I guess Tucker did a segment on the dollar last night. So I got a high school buddy of mine who's freaking out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Hayes.
What do I do? What do I do? Huh?
Barry Slot.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a lot of dollars. Diversify, Barry. Oh. Jason says, tell him to put it all on black.
What number?
No, you can roulette. You can just put it on black or red. Whichever one, you double. If you hit it, you double.
50-50 chance.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's almost like trading.
Trading's better than that. At least you can take your chips off if you start losing.
If you do your homework, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had a pretty good win streak going here. We gotta get that going again. Let's see what happens. Edward, look at the 30-minute candles. Don't know about shorting here. You got potential bullish piercing pattern here, but a lot of time left. And at least we have reference with the opening range high and VWAP being right there. So I'm okay with the risk here. Anybody else? What do you think? Fish or cut bait? J-Man lost.
Just don't risk a lot.
Yeah, and we're not. Caesar says cut bait. Fred says fish. Pete, fish.
Fish.
And there's 3 fish. Delta heading higher without price. Fish. Fish, fish. One fish, 2 fish. 3 fish, blue fish. High of the opening range. And we're out.
Damn, Fed can screw everything up.
Well, we're long. Just to see if we get a good pop above the high of the opening range. Very low risk. If this doesn't work, I'm calling it a day. Boy, it seemed everything this market did today took forever. It's just not moving. I was expecting more than that. Yeah, yesterday I didn't do much at all. I mean, I had a couple of trades, stayed very close to the bone and didn't do anything. Didn't do anything else. I haven't traded in my personal account today either.
BXY is selling off pretty good.
Where do you get that quote? Do you get it in real time, Rick?
Yeah.
Do you get the dollar index in real time, the quote?
I get off Trading View.
Okay.
Went from 102.1, now it's at 101.95. Heading down to we're lower on 101.85 on a daily chart.
Well,
That's 1013. So I guess as of so it looks like it's live.
yeah. I have TradingView too, but that's another platform I'd have to run on my computer.
No, it's matching up with the clock. Just changed to 10.1014 and it just changed. So
What do you have last?
what's that?
What are you showing as last?
101.948. 101.951. 955. Is that what lines
Are
up with what you got?
you are you reading? Is that are you on the ICE exchange?
Let's see. I mean, I don't know what exchanges. What's TBC mean? Trading View charts, DXY derived data, 15 Eastern Daylight Time, and it's 9:15 our time. I don't know how
Here's what I'm seeing.
often it updates.
This is the 5-minute chart, and it's saying last is 102.06. Yeah, this is delayed.
Yeah. 102.06?
Yeah, this is delayed.
Okay.
This is the 905 bar. It's delayed.
Well, 9:15 it says 101.96. It bounced a little bit.
Got it. Well, that's all she wrote.
Did you cut bait?
Yeah, no, we're out.
Did you make money?
No, we went 0 for 3 today, Rick.
Yeah, you're getting flip flopped.
Yeah, market got too short. Here's the bull flag. Boom. Yeah, I'll see if I can make this back today. We'll just wait for the right spot.
Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a great weekend.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's it then. We'll see you all next weekend. Have a wonderful Good Friday. Happy Easter to all of you
Okay,
celebrate.
see you. Talk to you. Bye.
Talk to you. Everybody have a great day.